Okay, I'm going to tell you why it was indubitable that I was supposed to be at the Four Seasons in Carlsbad, California last week at a leadership conference for Vima and Verve, the company that I am an independent distributor for. And so this is the story. I take a flight, it's only $80 on Allegiant Air to take this airplane flight, $80 round trip. So I get to the airport, I end up taking a $100 cab ride, more than the airplane, to get to Carlsbad, which I find out is 45 minutes away from San Diego. But I shared it with one person. Anyway, we get there, we register, we got there the day before, it's awesome, we have margaritas by the pool, we're all enjoying the leadership conference that I'm so excited to be at. And seeing the ocean view, I'm like, yeah, I'm supposed to be here, this is awesome. So the next day, we get room service, my roommate and I, and but Brian Tracy, my hero and guru, motivational speaker, sales guy, he's speaking, and he's like the first speaker, so that's another reason I had to be at this conference. And so I go there and I get in line, and I'm like, shoot, I have room service, I've got to get in though and have first. So I meet this guy, and I ask him to go in, and I ask him to get me seats. He asked me what seats I want, and I'm like, well, front and center. He's my hero, and that's why I'm getting my MBA, because of him. Long story. So anyway, so I go back and I enjoy room service with my roommate, and this guy saves us seats. We go back and we are front and center, and he and his wife are sitting on the side, letting us have front and center seats. So, I mean, clearly it is indubitable that I'm supposed to be at this event. Everything is flowing beautifully. So, okay, so then I'm just so confident and so excited at this event that I make interviews with 7 of the top producers in the company. This is a network marketing company. So the top producers, the top 7, are all making $200,000. That's a month, not per year. So, okay, so I'm really excited, I'm really confident, and I'm like, yeah. Then I even crashed a party that evening and dragged my roommate to the #4 producer in the world, or in the company, in the world at the company, and I go in, and we're kind of like in a competing line, and so it was sort of really crashing the party. But anyway, we kind of got kicked out a little bit. But anyway, a lot of information from it. But day 3, nearing in the morning, and kind of mid-conference, nearing lunchtime, I find out I'm not even qualified to be at this conference. I am not a leader in this company. I'm brand new. I'm like the lowest level member in the world. I didn't even have anybody under me. So it was a big mistake by my senior business partner, but I'm so lucky. And again, it was indubitable that I'm supposed to be there. Oh my gosh. So I continue on all these recruiting meetings. It's like the most awesome adventure, and I like being at the Four Seasons, and I like to continue that lifestyle. So then I'm like, everything's flowing. I go in and I'm recruiting. I have new customers that work at the Four Seasons, and we've got like 200 other people there, but I'm getting new customers there, and I live in Monterey. So anyway, I make friends with this woman, Darlene, who works at the gift store, and we're talking, and I'm recruiting her, and I bring in other people, and she's my new consultant in San Diego. So I'm late going to the dinner, and so the awards dinner, this is like on day 3. So I don't know why the other 3 women, the ones that I know that I went with, they don't get a table. They're waiting for me, I don't know why. But anyway, so we're like alone, like in the back little corner, poor sad us, and we already know each other, and we're supposed to be networking at this event, right? Anyway, so 5 minutes later, this handsome guy walks in, sits at our table. I'm not interested, I'm married, happily married. So his name is Dr. Edwards, and he's like the mangosteen expert of the world. Okay, he's like our amazing guy that we all want to know. So, but handsome, single, doctor, San Jose. Okay, so our table is now the most popular, and it's all over Facebook now. But I've been so busy because this trip has been so such an abundance bringer that I haven't had time to go on Facebook to see my picture with Dr. Edward. So let's see. So yeah, the women just swarmed at the table. So now, cut to the next day. We're checking out. And the cab, we decided to share a cab, so it'll only be like $25 each instead of like $100, because it's going to be $100. So the cab driver's there. I get in the cab. He says, get in the back. The other 2 girls are late, so I get in the back. I'm like, oh God, my allergies. allergies. There's this really bad incense. It was horrible. It's this orange stuff in the front. I don't know what it is, and I'm freaking out. Okay, so I get out of the cab, and I'm like, okay, this is in front of the Four Seasons, and all the people are getting in the cars with their fancy cars, so I'm standing there outside of the cab. I'm going to do Tai Chi. I'm not allergic. I'm doing my tapping. Okay, my husband doesn't scare easily. Obviously, he's married to me. But my husband says don't do this in public. It really embarrasses me. But I have to calm myself. Okay, so anyway, I get back in the car, in the van, and I'm like, okay, he's cool. He's like hippie dude. I can say that because I'm kind of like a hippie unofficially and secretly. So I get in, and he's the surfer dude driving, and I say, I gotta sit in the front with you. Is that okay? And he's like, yeah, whatever, dude, or whatever. So I'm like, and we have to unroll all the windows because you know, whatever that is. And I've said it's no offense because I'm just allergic to that. It smells really good. I don't want to hurt your feelings. It just, you know, I'm allergic to this. So anyway, so we get going. The other girls are in the van. We get to talking, and he has a greyhound. I have Mr. Blitzen, a boy greyhound, and greyhound owners are really cool, okay? So all of us know each other and find each other in the world. It just happens. And so he has a greyhound named Ms. Bentley. B&B, okay? So Rob, we're all friends now, we're all on a first name basis now. Rob, the cab driver, he tells me it's his birthday. So we start singing him happy birthday, because all of us girls are like, Rob, you're so cool. Anyway, so we're on the freeway, San Diego, and we're like, happy birthday, and none of us can sing. The windows are all we're really loud. People heard. Okay, so then he pulls out a Monster. A Monster. Monster has high fructose corn syrup. This is a verb. It doesn't. So I probably messed up with the camera there. Anyway, so we get there. He's a new customer. He might even become a consultant. He doesn't get that high energy spike, and he's like all happy. I've talked to him like 3 or 4 times since. We sent Greyhound pictures back and forth. So we get to the airport. Rob pays me for the cab ride. He gives me his credit card number for auto shipment of Verve, so he doesn't have to drink Monster anymore. Okay? So I pay like $25, and he gives me like monthly income. So anyway, he drops us off at Allegiant Air at the airport. There is a sign that says Allegiant Air in San Diego. So he drops us off, that's good. Except there's no sign when you go, there's no counter sign. So we're being pointed to go to like Air Mexico? We're not going to Mexico. They're like, no, just find the lady in the pink shirt. This lady's like everywhere. There's like one lady for running all around the airport for Allegiant Air. There's like one employee. But anyway, we get on the plane with us. Well, no, we're not even to the plane yet. We get to, oh, I forgot to show you these pictures. This is me really happy when I arrive. I gotta catch up here. Hang on. This is me really happy when I arrive. This is me with Brian Tracy, my guru. This is me with that one of the 200K a month guys and my senior business partner, his wife there. This is me with the CEO, BK Barriaco. And now we're getting to airport security. This is why I had to catch up here. I bought a whole bunch of marketing materials and I had to check them. So airport security pulled me over, and you're not allowed to have 32 ounces of liquid on the carry-on. But I'm not willing to sacrifice this 32 ounces of liquid because this is our new product. I can't even sell it until September 1st, and it's our children's line, and it's very valuable to me. I'm not going to throw it away. So I see people, the guard won't take it. I know I'm over time. The guard won't take it. So I see people exiting, and I'm like, is anybody leaving the San Diego airport and have children? Because I'm not going to throw this away. Does anybody? And this lady comes up and she's like, yeah, I'll take it. I totally understand your predicament. The guard says, I'm going to escort you out. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm giving the woman the vitamins. We exchange cards. She lives in Salinas. We're having lunch next week. A new customer. Okay? Unbelievable trip. Okay? So just to recap, I'm not qualified to be at the Four Seasons at the Viva Verve Leadership Conference at all. I get front row seating with Brian Tracy while I'm having breakfast in the room at the Four Seasons. I get interviews with 7 top producers, crash a party with a top producer. I get 4 new customers, probably more, they're gonna keep rolling in. Dr. Edwards, the mangosteen expert of the world, has dinner with me. The driver pays me for going on the taxi drive to the airport.